Good lenses are expensive, really expensive even sometimes if you're looking for extreme quality. But Canon decided to make a really good lens almost for free, $125 for this Canon 50mm f1.8, one of the most famous lenses. You have to buy this lens, I mean the quality you can get with this lens is just ridiculous. Hi everyone, it's Ben and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna talk about this Canon 50mm f1.8, which is one of the most used and famous lenses you can get, and for a price that is extremely good because that's extremely not expensive actually, but the quality is really great. So let's talk about the size. So now, this is the Canon 50mm. It is extremely thin and very lightweight. When you have it on the camera, you don't even feel like there is a lens on your camera. You can literally put it on your pocket. Look at that, that's just so cool. Anyway, I am using an adapter, and this adapter, an RF to EF adapter, so I can use on my Canon EOS RP this EF lens, so that's kinda cool. I just have to plug it in, and here is what I have mounted on my camera. It looks like that, so that's a little bit bigger. Everything works fine, there is no latency, the focus works extremely well, so I'm really satisfied of this adapter and this lens on my new Canon EOS RP. So it's a single focal length, 50mm, you can zoom in the image when you have this lens, so it's 50mm or nothing. If you're using a full frame camera, this is a 50mm lens, and if you're using an APS-C or a crop sensor, this is the equivalent of 80mm. So the glass quality of this lens is really good. The aperture f1.8 is extremely, it's just wow. When you use it for the first time, you're like, wow, I mean, that's just so clear. The bokeh of your photos is just incredible. Did I took this photo for $100? I mean, you're kidding me, right? Low light situation, not a problem at all, thanks to the f1.8. You can get way more light with this aperture than with a regular lens. The only problem I have with this lens is not stabilized. Ouch. That is not a problem for daylight photography, that's extremely great. But in low light situations, sometimes it's kinda hard to take some really great photos because the lens is not stabilized, so if you have a slower shutter speed, your image will be a little bit blurry, so that's not cool. But you can get some light back with the f1.8, so that's a mix between it's not perfect, sometimes it's a little bit blurry and shaky, and at the same time you get more light than basic lenses. But if you're using a tripod, that's perfect and it solved every problem. Oh, and yeah, I almost forgot the focus. It's great. But it's loud, it's noisy. When you can hear it on the video sometimes, even if you're using an external microphone. It is way better with an external microphone, you almost don't hear it. So how and when to use this lens? In my point of view, this is a second lens to carry with you to take some photos in low light, to have some really good bokeh for portrait photography, for example, and if you want to make some B-roll for your videos, and to play a little bit with the bokeh and the aperture to have some blurry background. That's what this lens is made for, I think. It's not the perfect lens ever, but it is clearly the best quality-price ratio you can get. So for just $125, you should buy this lens. I mean, this lens is really good. Well, that's it. This is the review of the Canon 50mm f1.8. I really recommend you to buy this lens. If you have any question about this lens, leave me a comment and I will answer you, and I see you in the next video. Bye!